to Box Free with Stephanie. Today I want to show you how to make some basic foods with simple ingredients from scratch. And I hope that you can discover cooking box free is fast and delicious. So let's cook together. Today we are going to make perch tacos, or fish tacos if you don't have perch. So we are going to cook up a whole bunch of perch that my husband got ice fishing, and we're just going to start. So I have my pan kind of warmed up. Fish tacos are a really fast, simple thing to make. So I'm just going to grab maybe a tablespoon of butter, put it in my pan, and let that start to melt. And then I'm just going to add my fish without any coating, and then I'm going to add one spice to it, and that's it. All right, so this is nice and hot. You just need, I might end up adding more butter, but we'll see. So perch are, just smaller little bitty pieces like this. And I just did not want to cook it Grandma Sadie style. So Grandma Sadie style in my family is, my Grandma Sadie, when I grew up, always made fresh fish. So I'm just dumping this in my pan here. Grandma Sadie style is where it's the typical classic fried fish where you take your fillets and you put them in beaten egg and then in crushed saltine crackers, and it is absolutely delicious. But when you have all these little bitty pieces like this, it just gets to be like a real pain, I felt like. I mean, I love that with walleye or northern or, I don't know, bigger fillets, but so I basically just came up with this recipe because I got kind of tired of dealing with little teeny pieces of perch fish, and trying to coat them, and I put them in a bag once and did the shake and bake thing, and like that didn't work. So I just tried it one time, just cooking them just like this in the pan without anything, and I think it's great. So that's my new way of doing perch tacos. If you don't have perch, you can use anything. I mean, if you're catching fish from the lake, you can use walleye, northern, crappie, whatever, panfish, bluegill, whatever. So perch are just easy because they've got these nice little chunky different fillets. So if you're going to buy fish, you can use anything. Cod, tilapia, mahi-mahi, like whatever you want for your fish. I don't think salmon would work. That's not maybe quite the same flavor. But any white fish, I guess, is what I'm saying. So we're just going to let this cook for a few minutes. With this fish, without the coating, it's really kind of nice. You can see when it's done because it gets like totally white, and then you can see it's all done. And all I've put on it is this chili lime spice. It's nothing special. It's actually for corn on the cob, but I've been using it on my fish and perch and just whatever else. But you can I've seen recipes where you just take like garlic and lime and cumin, and you put that on your fish, and that's basically the same thing as a spice. So any kind of chili lime spice you have for your fish is fine. You may discover that like my chili lime spice isn't quite hot enough for what your family likes. So you just experiment until you find what you like. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're going to make our fish sauce, which is the other like awesome part of fish tacos. So this is really easy to make also. I found this recipe online somewhere, and I basically am only making half of it because I like to make this when we're eating fish. I don't want to have any leftovers, I guess. So, oh shoot, I did that wrong. This is supposed to be the, okay. So I need a 1/4 cup of sour cream, but I did a 1/4 cup of mayo. But I do need mayo. I just need 3 tablespoons, not 4 tablespoons, and this is 4 tablespoons. So we're just going to solve that problem real quickly by basically taking off a tablespoon, like that. That's just fine. Whoopsie. Just spilled on my countertop. Okay, so you start with some mayo, and then I'm going to add some sour cream, and then just like 2 more ingredients. It's really fast. Okay, my fish is doing just fine. I'm probably going to add some more seasoning, and I want salt. And that reminds me, I've got my tortillas back here. Okay, so let's just do one thing at a time. I'm making the fish taco sauce. Okay, so I did my mayo. Now I'm going to do my sour cream. And that is what I need a 1/4 cup of. I mean, it's almost the same. Like, it probably wouldn't even matter if you did equal amounts. You know, it's just whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So this is my sour cream. Okay, hang on now. I got like 6 million things in my spoons and everything in here. Okay, so we're going to call that done. And this, and then I just want to get all the junk out of here. Okay. All right. So this is my mayo and my sour cream. What the heck? I'm losing all my heat. Hang on. Something's going on with my pan. It's not getting hot. So back here I have my flour tortillas. So most fish tacos use a corn tortilla, and our family just doesn't really like that very much. We like the flour tortillas, and corn tortillas are something I just don't always have in my house, but I always have flour tortillas. So whatever, we just use flour tortillas, and I think it's great. So if you like the corn tortillas, then certainly use that, and if you don't, you can use flour tortillas. Okay, so then I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and you could do fresh minced garlic or whatever if you wanted. And then I need a little bit of lime juice, 1 tablespoon. Whoa, holy cow, did you see that? Like, I totally overshot my lime juice. Half of it's right there. That's okay. I'll just grab a little washcloth because that's going to be a big mess. Okay. All right, so let's see. And then I need 2 to 4 drops of Sriracha, just hot sauce basically. And I think the original recipe called for like 2 teaspoons. And I figured that was going to be too much for my Scandinavian family. So I toned it down, and I kind of like it without it being too crazy. And then you just mix this up. It's really kind of soupy, but that's okay. It should get a little bit thicker as we blend in all that lime juice. And then I'm just going to taste it really quick to make sure it tastes kind of limey enough and good enough for what I'm looking for. All right, now my fish is really boiling. See how like that liquid comes out of my fish, and it's just a really wet food. That's why I only do like a tablespoon of butter, because I end up having like all this liquid and I don't need anything else. Okay, so let's see how this tastes. I must have added a little extra lime or something. I don't know. It's really good. Yum. It's really tangy. And the thing about fish tacos or perch tacos is you don't use any cheese. So this is what gives you your nice kind of creamy taste. So we're going to put that right there. Okay, now I'm going to check on my fish here, see what's happening. So usually I don't have, well, it just depends on what my husband brings home. Like today, this is 14 perch that he caught. Like when perch bite, it seems like they just really bite and you get a bunch of them, or they don't bite at all and you don't come home with anything. So my point is sometimes I can get just enough to fill my pan. Maybe I should have had a bigger pan, but it's okay. So I'm flipping these over and you can see how they're very like white and what's the word I'm looking for? Like they just are like falling apart kind of thing. And that means that they are definitely done on that side. And this fish does not take long to cook. That's the other nice thing about it. It's a really fast meal versus like Grandma Sadie style fish. I'd still be like dredging all my pieces. So I love this. But now all my spices are like in my broth type stuff. So I'm going to add some more because I don't know, so far I have not overdone it on my spices when I'm making the fish tacos. I got to rotate my tortillas. So to warm your tortillas, I just put them in a pan with nothing on a low heat. And then every few minutes I grab the bottom one and flip it to the top. And then I grab the bottom one and flip it to the top. And eventually I got all my 4 to 6 tortillas all warmed up and ready to go. Okay, so this is almost done. It's a really fast recipe. So let's just go through the ingredients really quick for what you put on your fish tacos. I am doing cabbage today because I happen to have cabbage versus lettuce in my house. If you don't have cabbage, you want just kind of the crunchy part of lettuce, like maybe the ends of the romaine or something. You don't really want a soft lettuce. You want some nice crunchy stuff. So cabbage is what they do at like the restaurants and stuff, and usually purple or red cabbage, so it looks prettier. But mine's just, you know, blah green today, but that's okay. So cabbage or like a crispy lettuce, like iceberg or romaine, and then avocado. I like to do avocados on mine, diced tomatoes, and then I have a little bit of green onion. But this is like no hard science. If you don't have avocado or you don't have any tomatoes, you can still make fish tacos. You just put something else in it. If you don't have any green onions, you can do black olives and maybe beans, but you never see that. Yeah, that's kind of an unusual thing. Fish tacos are more just very few ingredients. Oh, cilantro. I would add cilantro, but I don't have any today, so I'm not going to do it. So it's a very simple recipe that you can manipulate to whatever you happen to have in your house, which I like that. Okay, so I think my fish is pretty much like done. This is how quick it comes together. So check my tortillas. I'm going to taste a piece of fish. Let's see here. Just to kind of see how spicy it is, because there's just so much broth in here, I guess. I want to, I don't know, I guess make sure my fish has some good flavor. And most fish tacos that you see on, you know, restaurants and recipes, it's all like, you know, drenched and, or dredged and then deep fried. And I get kind of sick of that too. So I like that this has like no coating, it's just solid fish, and you get to taste that so much better. So if you want to actually like batter yours and fry your fish, go for it. I mean, that is how most fish tacos are made, but I like this, just the raw fish. Okay, so I think it's pretty good. It's got a little bit of lime. Again, I like that chili lime. So between the fish being a little bit limey and the taco sauce, fish sauce being nice and limey, you get a good tangy fish taco. So this is pretty much ready to serve. So when I'm getting ready to serve my fish tacos, I basically just put the fish into here, and then I grab a taco, and so we're gonna assemble. It's so quick, like, I don't know, my gosh, I feel like we've been filming for like 10 minutes and we're done. Okay, so turn this puppy off. Just like in a, yeah. So I use a slotted thing because oh my gosh, I can't even think of my word right now. This thing because I don't want all that broth. I certainly don't want that broth in my fish taco. So I'm gonna just leave that. I should come up with some way to use this, but I haven't yet. Some other crazy recipe. So it's kind of surprising, 14 perch only make this much fish, which I guess is enough for 3 or 4 people. You could kind of assume you need like 2 or 3 perch per taco. So this is 14 perch, so this is, you know, a good 3 or 4 tacos. I'm hoping to get 4 tacos to feed my family tonight. So that's what we're going for. Okay, so let me just move this for a second. Actually, I'm just going to move this over here. Okay, so now we will assemble our fish taco. So I like to get, we usually only eat like 1 fish taco at a meal, I guess, because we don't ever have so much fish, but you want to give yourself, whoopsie, keep it on the plate. You want to give yourself a decent amount of fish. So, you know, about like that. And then if you want to put this in a squeeze bottle, if you make fish tacos a lot, I would double or triple this recipe and then put it in a squeeze bottle, and then you can like drizzle. But I don't like to drizzle. I like to drench my fish tacos in this stuff. So I really do add a lot. And then just a little bit of green pepper. Oh my God, green onion. Okay, if I had cilantro, I'd add that too, but I don't. So we're just going to skip it today. And then I do a little avocado. Okay, like this. I'll just use my fingers. and fresh tomato, which is always nice. And you can add more salt to your fish once you taste it. If you think it needs more salt, you might need that. I thought it was fine this way, but and I did salt it a little bit. Okay, so that's kind of what you're looking for. It's just like this, and then I roll it up just like a regular burrito. And there's my fish taco, and I really don't want to take a bite because it's going to be super messy and the stuff like gets on, I don't know. Yeah, I've already tasted the fish and everything, so I'm not going to take a bite of it today, but I know it's going to be super delicious. So there are your fish tacos, or your perch tacos if you live where I live and you can get fresh perch. So I hope you enjoyed the show today. I hope you watch Box Free with Stephanie and learn how to cook box free. And I hope you make fish tacos and your family loves them, and you enjoy some fresh fish. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.